ultimate challenge. The impossible task of beating Valheim, where a single tick of damage deletes my character forever. Prepare for some pain. No! No way! Definite sadness. No, man. Dude, do I have to restart because of that? And absolute despair. What? No! This begins the story of the One Health Man. Naturally, to start, we had to create our character, the One Health Man, with an A, which I promise will make more sense soon. Plus our world, aptly named the One Health World. All that was left to do was set the death penalty to max, and we were on our way. As the opening drag played, introducing the One Health Man to Valheim, it just hit different as I contemplated the extreme conditions we were about to endure. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors. Dead to the world, they would be born again in Valheim, and that's us, baby! That's us! As I landed, you probably noticed my HP is constrained to 1, made possible by the slick base health modifier mod by Excel80. Further, when eating, while the health bar initially increases, the number never changes, forever restricted to a single health thanks to Trinsic. You see, on this adventure, foods will still have its merits, increasing my maximum stamina, but no matter what I eat, a single tick of damage will still mean death. To overcome the meadows, I plotted a path including 4 key milestones I would need to achieve if I were going to be successful, with the first being the crafting of the flint spear. With only a single damage signaling the end of my run, I figured the ranged secondary attack would allow me to gather the much needed leather scrap and deer hide without the threat of taking a hit. But the spear still comes with its many downsides. Oh, I'm gonna miss this. Oh no, I aggro more? Dude, where's it? Oh! Oh, oh! Oh my god. Literal jump scare, dude. Literal jump scare. Where's that other one? Oh! No, no, no. Oh my god. Oh, my heart, man. That was, okay, that was the first near-death experience. Yep. Each throw makes a lot of noise and can draw attention from nearby monsters, putting me in dangerous situations. Which, trust me, happens a lot on this run. And at this point, you probably noticed the gameplay appears a little quiet. Yeah, as it turns out, I completely forgot to record game volume in my first attempt. Oh, dude, have I not had game audio this whole time? No, man. I actually probably need to restart, dude. I actually think I need to. This unfortunately happened after 90 minutes of near flawless play, but it sure wasn't going to make a very good video without volume, so I was left with no choice. I had to sacrifice One Health Man A. And what better way to do that than to the King of the Meadows himself, Eikthyr. Okay, we must be sacrificed, unfortunately. This is quite tragic. And we will be reborn again. I sat down, awaited my fate. Take me, sweet Eikthyr. It is time. Goodbye, One Health Man. And with one single lightning bolt, One Health Man A ascended to Valhalla. And that was pretty abrupt, right? You see, for this challenge, Vikings not only have a single health, but when they fall in battle, the character and all backups are deleted permanently thanks to the hardcore death mod by Alpus. Yet, he will not soon be forgotten. With every perishing One Health Man, a tombstone will be placed in this cemetery to serve as a place of remembrance for their sacrifice. Going forward on this challenge, each subsequent One Health Man will spawn into the same world as his predecessor and be permitted to reap the benefits of the progress made for every Viking fallen before him. But considering the game volume debacle, a fresh start seemed warranted with a new world and a new hero. You guessed it, One Health Man B. Once again, my first task was to find Coastline, known for its stockpiles of flint, the key ingredient I needed to achieve my first goal, as you remember, the flint spear. But while on that journey, it became clear to me how critical fire is going to be on this quest, both as an asset. I'm gonna make another torch, cause I believe Grayling won't attack. Oh. I don't think Grayling can attack you when you're holding a torch. I believe they're scared of you. And a major threat. Yeah, let's maybe cook the meat that we have, and we'll get rested here real quick. And I need to be very careful of fires, right? If I touch fire, I'm instantly dead. Fire damage will instantly kill me. And smoke damage, for that matter, is the same. And I'm bad for taking smoke damage, so I gotta be really careful of that. In a short period of time, I was able to navigate the threat of boar and neck to gather sufficient resources and constructed my first but temporary home. So I think I'm going to adopt a rule here where I don't interact with my workbench unless I have a wall built behind me, because it's just not worth the risk of something sneaking up behind me. Okay, we're safe. We're somewhat safe. And let's get a roof up. All right, we're chilling. All right, Flint Spirit Town, let's go. All right, so next thing we want to do is we want to establish a base. So for my base, I want to find a sacrificial stone. With my spear crafted, it was time to set our sights on our second goal. Yes, a rock. When I first contemplated this run, it was raids that I thought I would fear the most. If you're unfamiliar with how these work, every 46 minutes in Valheim, there is a random chance of an event occurring where waves of enemies will attack your position, making for a high chance of damage. To combat that, I wanted to build a treehouse, or let's call it a stone house, atop rings of stone found frequently in the biome. These stones are immune to damage from both the player and creatures, therefore making the perfect foundation for salvation in the event of a raiding party. So I stored my extra materials in my temporary home and set out searching for the stones that turned out to be more elusive than I expected. Probably operating at an abundance of caution using this, but I think abundance of caution is probably warranted. That is Black Forest over there, right? We don't want to go anywhere near that. Along the way, I heard the presence of a valuable resource. And I see a grayling here. I think I hear bees. Bees in here, perhaps? Bees, okay. Again, abundance of caution. We're not going to be destroying that with the spear. We're going to deconstruct. We just need 10 wood for a workbench. Honey from bees is the best stamina food available in the meadows, and building their hives will provide an endless supply for both bee and future one health men. But they can be dangerous, so I had to be careful. Come down, sir. What's supporting this thing? Got him. Never been so scared of grayling in my life. With bees safely acquired, I was about to get myself into some trouble. I think I heard a boar over there. Yeah, did I hear a boar? I did. Okay, there's only 2. We can handle 2. I'll be able to kill 1 with the top. Oh, that's a 1 star. Is this a boar stone? Oh, crap. It is. Oh, my God. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, God. Dude. Dude. My stamina. Dude. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dude, is there anything I can, like, jump on? What if I get in this rock? Holy shit. Are they gonna de-aggro? Oh my god. Can I get my spear back? Oh, I can. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, let's avoid that in the future, if we can. Good god, man. After that near miss, I decide to be more careful going forward, using my sneak ability and only attacking boar in smaller groups to avoid being mobbed. I gathered more leather scraps, deer hide, and more, but still, the circle of stones eluded me and it was getting dark. Yeah, maybe we sleep in this hut over here? Problem is we're getting a little bit close to that boar stone. Nothing to see here, fellas. Nothing to see here. Alright, we'll just sleep. Perfect. Alright, we skipped the night. As I lay down to sleep, I prayed the morning light would bring me more luck. And to my surprise, it did. Shortly after sunrise of the 3rd day, I saw the stones in the distance. Oh, I see one. Finally. And that's another boar stone. What is this? Oh, you're 1 star. I can do this. Crap. Why didn't I pick this up immediately? Where'd the other guy go? Piece of cake. Okay, all this has been leading up to me finding this friggin' stone of rock here. Stone of rock, I say. We're pretty close to Black Forest, which is a little sketch. I see Black Forest over there, but this is what we've been looking for. To start, I would need to build a stair to its peak. We're going to build our home elevated on this stone, and from there, lay the foundation for our home. All right, so that should be grounded off of that. Now I'm out of wood. Okay, but this is a good start. We can deconstruct a bunch of this over here. All in all, this did require a ton of wood, which, as you'll notice, I refrained from felling trees and rather opted to deconstruct structures and chop saplings. Valheim players learn quickly that falling trees are not to be messed with, as they can do serious damage both as they topple, but are also known to roll and bounce around. This threat was only magnified for a 1 health man, and therefore I plan to avoid chopping trees altogether on this run. Soon, with a foundation of my new home built and bed placed, I thought it was a good time to return to my temporary base and retrieve what I had left there, with our permanent sanctuary now found. A quick little rested. Something near me? There is. Oh, I nearly kind of ran in that fire there. Good God, I gotta be careful. Every time I look down and see 1 health, I'm a little bit alarmed. Alright, store this. No! No way! No way! That's 1 tick of smoke damage? That's all it takes? Oh, man. Oh. Let's pour one out for 1 health man B, dude. Oh, no way. And just like that, 1 health man B was gone, along with all his belongings. If you blinked, you likely missed it. As I destroyed the campfire, the smoke from it remained briefly, and for just a moment, the smoke status was applied to me, which, at 2 damage per second, is normally not a big deal. But with 1 health, it became lethal. But with the passing of 1, gives birth to another. New character, 1 health man. Man, C. Dude, that's crazy. Only thing we can do is get back on the horse, right? On the bright side, we just did put a load of our inventory away. So we didn't lose that much. I mean, we lost quite a bit, but we didn't lose too much because we just stored a bunch of stuff. So that's 1 positive. All right, we're just skipping the intro this time. Let's just get right into it. At this point, I came to the realization too that while we did have a base established, the map uncovered by B was not passed onto C, which would make for a blind journey to our newfound home. Despite this, I decided to finish what B started and grab the resources from my temporary base for relocation to our stone house. Alright, so we will put our smoke thing to the test when we destroy this. We'll make sure the smoke dissipates before we pick up the mats. We will learn from 1 health man B. We will learn from him. His death will not be in vain. Alright, so I destroy this. Smoke, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. I wonder if I left any flint in this house. It'd be really nice if I had flint in this house and I could just rebuild my spear. Where the heck was my house? There's my house. Okay. What kind of beautiful mats did I leave for myself here? Oh, do I have honey for myself? 1 honey. I'll take it. So what do we have? I have no flint for myself. Okay, let's take it all, though. Let's pack up and let's get out of here. My first flint. I'm 1 health man B. Or C. I'm in C. I always forget the tragedy of 1 health man A. I have no quarrel with you. Is night coming? Unfortunately, as night fell, disaster would strike. We haven't killed a boss yet, so it's not like we're not going to see Greydorf ripping around out here. Also, Greydorf in Black Forest, when we eventually have to go there with them throwing their rocks, dude. It's going to be a nightmare. Oh! I didn't see you. Shit. I did not see you. Shit! Ah! Oh, we're getting tested now, baby. We're getting tested. It's because it was so dark, I couldn't see! I couldn't see him! Ah! 1 health man D. I didn't think we'd get the D on the first episode of this. Despite the untimely demise of his predecessor, 1 health man D learned from C's mistakes and kept a torch lit for his walk home, keeping the creatures at bay and allowing a journey to safety. While B and C were big losses, they left behind enough to make D's life far easier as he set out on finishing his base. Can we build a little further then? I need to put a roof on this at the end of the day, so... And then we'll have a little window here, and we'll have a window here. I added a door and railings to my stair too. As any Valheim player knows, fall damage can occur from even the smallest tumble, which with 1 health could spell death. And with the installation of lighting, I considered finally our 2nd goal complete and our 3rd objective just a craft away. 18. I think I'd rather make the bow first. Make the bow. Yeah, let's make the bow. And let's get some wooden arrows on the go. Under normal game circumstances, I skip the crude bow simply because I find it less accurate than the spear and I would rather use my time and resources on that. But the crude bow provides one significant advantage over the spear. Simply, it creates way less noise, not to mention its ability to fire many shots compared to the spear's single toss. With the bow, I can pick off boar, deer, and any creature far easier without alerting those around them, helping us avoid swarms like we encountered previously. What have I done? Oh god. But with the bow crafted, we can now turn our attention to the fourth and final obstacle, the pinnacle of our Meadows challenge, the biome's boss, Eikthyr. But to ensure I was properly prepared, I needed to first gather a few more materials to fully upgrade the bow and prepare food for the battle. Unfortunately, I was having some trouble with my campfire placement a little earlier, where I can get the fire effect from it, but it won't smoke us to death. It should be okay, I think. Why is there still smoke here? I'm not getting smoked, dude. I'm not doing it. That is where my fire will be going forward. Okay, so... But at last, I found a safe spot for my fire close enough to my bed to allow sleep and isolated enough such that I could cook my food safely. With that done, I did need 2 deer trophies required to sacrifice in summoning the boss. But across all the deer we had slain between 4 1-health men, I had plenty. All I had to do was grab them and we were on our way. I'm scared to like jump too close and like inhale smoke or touch the fire or something. Well, I'm scared to like jump too close and like inhale smoke or touch the fire or something. All right, I think we. Oh, what? No. Oh. At this point, I was admittedly pretty shaken. 4 1-health men had come and gone, and we were still in the game's first biome. I began to question if I had the skill, the patience, the mental fortitude to continue this run, but then I remembered. I could not let 1-health men A, B, C, or D's sacrifice be in vain. 1-health man E had to be him. Is this the one? Is this the one? Please, God. I was able to get back to base easily, and despite the resources lost by D, E was able to craft a new bow and quickly got to work slaying boar and deer alike in an effort to upgrade the bow consumed in D's passing. Overcoming the final milestone would be impossible without it. And on the morning of the 10th day, it was time. Day 10. Day 10! Day 10 is the day of reckoning. Eikthyr, let's go. Before the fight, I ensured to clear all neck and boar in the vicinity, as the last thing I needed was a distraction while fighting the mighty elk. Once done, there was nothing left to do but channel the spirits of those Vikings who had fallen before us and man up. Alright, screw it. I'm gonna do it. We gotta man that hell up. We gotta man the hell up. I think I'm gonna spawn him in and then kind of like run away. Alright, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's do it. There he is, baby. Get dummied. He's doing silly stuff. This is perfect. Keep my ears on tight. Don't want anything creeping up behind me here. He doesn't seem to be able to path to me. He can't figure out how to get here. This is perfect. Oh, is he figuring it out? No, he just gets there and he turns around. I'm honestly kind of cool with it. We've had a lot of pain and suffering. Let's go! Let's go! Yes! 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 I mean, that was pretty straightforward, but yes! That's a huge milestone. Huge milestone. Well, that turned out to be pretty easy, but admittedly, still felt pretty damn good getting the monkey off my back. And with the boss down, I felt confidence overtake me and decided to wipe out the boar at 2 nearby boar stones just for the hell of it, and nearly bricked my run. All I did was just rile everybody up, man. Not like this. Oh, why didn't I dodge there? I don't know why I didn't dodge there. Holy crap. But I figured it was worth it. The clan of 1-health man can never have enough leather scraps. After that, I placed my prize on the sacrificial stone for its great power, found my way home, and used the antlers from my fallen foe for the pickaxe that will be essential for our progress into the next and far more dangerous biome, the Black Forest. I had to wonder, how long could 1-health man E last? Find out right here in the second episode if I've already published it, and if not, make sure you hit that subscribe button to make sure you won't miss it when it goes live. And make sure you let me know what you think of challenge videos like this in the comments below.